Hey, man.
What's up? Just gotta ping Modstream real quick. Thanks. Oh yeah, I should have called my father back while I was on my break. Unfortunately, I forgot. Oh well. I think he'll still be there after 2 hours, so. Hurry it up! Hurry it up! Hello! What's wrong with you? What do you think this is? Oh shit, you feeling like combative, huh? You feel like fucking...
Is this your dog?
You feel like fucking, huh? Get fucking destroyed, idiot. Style points. Don't even come into my stream next time, moron. You're dead. Bye.
You? Is that really you?
What's up, V? Rimtech Bear Blower. I don't know about that one. Alright, so... I actually want to quickly run through the first 2 missions and see if we have a fix for the max build issues we were seeing. Blow bearer. I don't know if you can say that to me. Yeah, you're not even bear blower anymore. Oh, apparently... Oh, yeah, this is right. I had disabled the AI other than my ally because I was trying to figure out what was going wrong. Yeah, you don't want to break anything, right? You don't want to break any copyright law. What's up, Alexander? Yeah, we finished it. It's over. We did it. Uh-oh. There are... Oh, they're already breaking. Why? Build a fucking depot, idiot.
Your forces are under attack.
Hey! Piece of shit. Why can't you build the depot? I promise you. That's fine. Oh, there I go. See you, nerd. Shit. He's in control, guys. Fuck him up, dude. Alright, so the real test will be if they start to, if they build more depots in their, well, really pretty much anywhere, but especially in their main, we'll know that the bug has been somewhat resolved. I wasn't paying attention to those or that. Okay, bye. That's a big if, apparently. Oh, I kept the expansion alive. That's something. Probably want to move these 2 back and these 2 forward. They're supposed to build some depots over up on the higher ground. Oh, well, we got a crash. Great. I have no idea what that was. Well, that's Iquor's job. So... What the fuck? Really, I should just go back and find Knave's, They sent me an explanation of this at some point, and I feel like it would be prudent to Jeez, I have no idea where the fuck any of this stuff is. I organized some of this stuff, but didn't organize most of it. Maybe it's in my shit folder. No, doesn't look like it. It's probably just in here. Oh, I should probably put some music on. It's been so long since I've done a mod stream. By so long, I mean like I'm pretty sure I did one on Tuesday or something, but okay. Let's try and comb through all of this stuff. It was a really long post by him. Okay, it's not in that thread. Man, I wish I could search my... Oh! Okay, here it is. Yeah. Perfect. So Nave wrote this out for me to figure out, like... So I could learn how to actually write this stuff. Or how to, like, configure these errors or whatever. Alright, I've done this before, so I know what I'm doing here. Then I won't need to, I won't need to send all these to iQuery over and over again. But am I looking for the call stack or fault address? He references call stack, but there's... I guess I have to check all of them. Okay, well that didn't work. We'll try this. I was pretty sure he would... It's fault address? No? Guess not. Well, that didn't work. Maybe it's the last one? Although it could be that he doesn't have this in his dump. Oh, it is for Life of a Marine. Just working on some Hydra stuff now. Well, glad you enjoy that content. I'm trying to figure out how to find these crashes. It's not working out very well so far. Yeah, it's always a fun time, man. I think maybe I need to trigger the crash again and then search for fault address. So let's do that. That's probably how I'm meant to handle this. So we're just trying to figure out if the max build issues have been resolved with the things that were holding back the first two Terran maps from being released, basically. Though while I'm at it, I might as well start opening up their AI scripts because they are going to need to be modified in some way. Oh, you know what? I was supposed to start the game first. Me neither. That's kind of the problem. Oh, fuck, I forget the, Oh, yeah, it's F9. Alright. Run this simulation, boy. Run it and run it good.
Your forces are under attack.
Well, that didn't work out very well. Did not crash. Try that again. While we're waiting for that to break. There we go. This might be a different crash. It looks like it is. No, it was the same crash, wasn't it? Oh no, is it? It looks like it is. Oh, it does crash in vanilla, but yeah, this is almost certainly due to some AI script issue. Most of our modifications are just because the existing code is not flexible enough to do what we want, though. That's the goal. I can't promise that right now. Alright, so now we've got two different things to search for when it crashes. Assuming it does. I think the main issue is right now we're getting a crash that's from the plugin itself. This is a completely different issue. I'll have to send that to iQuery because that's well beyond my league. Although I guess I can take a look at what that is. I think it was line 1717, which is okay. That's actually unrelated. That's something that iQuery forgot to disable. So we won't really be able to do too much with that. I guess... I don't know. Yeah, so the main issue is like, okay, when we look at these crash reports, under normal circumstances, you would see all of them be crashing with an address that points to something in Starcraft.exe. But because we've added a bunch of plugins, some of them are porting to unknown. I have no fucking idea what that is. And then we've got, two from some fire, like these are plugins. I don't know if they're Firegraph per se, but they're stuff that is stored through Firegraph. So these are plugin crashes, both of these. And so because of that, we can't look it up in an error report. We have to attach Ollie debug to the case and then instigate the crash again, confirm that the address is the same thing, and then we can start to find out the solution. So it's much more of a painstaking process to do. But it's definitely one of those things where it's a pain in the fucking ass is what it is. And just hopefully we can move past it at some point. Because we can't really get any further with that, it does seem like the AI is resolved, the issue with max build. So once we fix the supply crash and we look into those other crashes a little bit more, we should be a bit better off in that respect. But one thing we were seeing is that the first supply depot for this guy was getting fucked up. So why don't we'll modify that a little bit. And then we're going to go through and find the medic. Oh, there's no medic. Yeah, that's right. So we're going to do some requests for med bay. I think it's Starbase 65. And then we can find their defenses and their max. Alt print screen. What does that do? Oh no, yeah, we're done with that, Don. No, that's not. You're talking about this. For me, it's Windows key and tab. I've never seen an alt print screen work. Oh, that's what you meant. Oh, okay. So it just copies this. I see what you mean. That is useful. Thank you. I'm gonna have to rewrite these anyway, but we'll at least get them functioning. Yeah, my time is still stretched pretty thin. I can still commit to 4 streams a week. I want to get back to 5, but I'm still, this month will still be a little bit of a proving grounds in a sense, where I'm still adjusting to the new schedule, where I'm balancing a bunch of things. But it's getting better. It's just that it's not really like I'm gonna be. This week is more busy because I had to finish Icor's birthday map, and I have a friend of mine whose birthday is this week or was this week, and their party is on over the weekend. But they also wanted to hang out on their birthday, so I had to do that. I had to balance all that with, like, there was a family cookout that we had on Labor Day, and then I had obviously the podcast recording, and then we also wanted to do a new show that was quicker but required a bit more editing. So I had to do that on the same day that we recorded the podcast, and there was like a rescheduling happening. So it wasn't as clear cut as I would have liked, for sure. But what am I doing right now? Mod scripts. Just gonna open up Pia, plug all this in. So next week should be more straightforward, and as a result should be a little bit less busy, is my hope. Oh, I'm producing a podcast for Counter-Strike stuff. Counter-Strike esports scene and whatnot. I should probably confirm that that is the unit ID of the fucking... $119. Yeah, okay. I still got it, guys. Not completely senile. Yeah. It's called Peeker's Advantage, if you want to look it up. I don't talk too much in it, but if you're interested in Counter-Strike, you like the esports stuff, you can check it out. I must have been really fucking sleepy when I decided I was gonna put this call in every single time instead of just doing it inside a stack that already exists. Yeah, the first one's already uploaded. The first one that I was on board for is the episode 11. But the second one is going to be on Saturday. Fix that up. I have a feeling this might offset the balance of the whole map, though, having medics. That. Remains to be seen, I suppose. Save that. I don't know why. I moved it. I offset it by 2 pixels earlier, and it worked again. And now I have to offset it back 2 pixels. It's probably just a region change or something. It's pretty silly. All right. Probably should bookmark that. Really? There we go. This is a groovy album, by the way. Little script you sent me. What do you mean? If you're talking about the Python thing, that's like offsetting everything. Or whatever, I think it was. I only needed to offset the one supply depot. But yeah, if I ever find myself in that situation, it will definitely be useful. So now it's just a matter of like what I want to tackle. We could finish Ultramarine. Could do a few things. Man, I'm keep thinking back to that space map that we had in Life of a Marine and how they were like, what's with these interlocking mechanisms? And then we had like 3 paragraphs of explanation as to what they did and why they existed. What a classy way to... Jesus Christ. Oh, I think I forgot to change the thumbnail for this stream. Might be something worth doing, huh? Oops. All right. We've resolved that. That is fixed. So I guess we'll go ahead and continue the development of our AI here. Bum. And I should probably also open up the placement map so that I can remember what each expansion has. It looks like the largest requests are going to be like 2 gateway, 3 Stargate, 1 Robo. I guess we'll keep in the propensity or potential for a 3rd gateway. And then local jump, least call, 1 Stargate, plus air, scout. It's not Dark Archon anymore, it's H Archon. Okay. Okay. What have I been working on in the backstage of the podcast? Pretty much just, I did all the graphics and I've done the audio balancing. Any editing that goes on, it's pretty minuscule. It hasn't happened yet, but if somebody in the who's a guest wants something cut because we do it offline, then I just cut it from the. I will be cutting that, but we haven't had to do that yet. So. Man, those ramps are so ugly. Can't wait till DF has something for me. Can't wait until I am liberated. Till we ramp this up, if you know what I mean. Ha! Funny. Exactly, dude. Oh yeah, the other thing I was thinking about related to the new game state stuff is I think I'm going to modify the requirement for the warp anchor. Oh no, it's already set to robotics facility in the document. Is that true for... in-game? Oh, it is, okay. I thought it was robotic support bay. It's a steeper gas cost to get access to the warp anchor because it's 200 gas versus 100 gas. It's also 50 extra minerals compared to the Principality, which only requires a Citadel of a Dune. And so I'm hoping that we can do something. The pylon build icon? Why? What does it look like? Oh, I see. That's pretty funny. Warp Anchor is what builds Hierophants, which are the the muscular fucking push-up dragoons. I just passed that along to DF, so he'll get back to me on that. Thanks for informing us. We here at Hydra Incorporated will look forward to rectifying that situation. All right. So now we just need to place guards in this version of the map. I guess I'll decide what I want for the starting roster here. There's leave it at that because they're gonna need the second pylon or third pylon rather. They might be pretty susceptible to being rushed down, honestly. That's fine, though, I guess. If I need to, I can always place a Reaver. Smack him in the head immediately. Hey, what's up, Grand Benja? How you doing? You missed it earlier. We ended up finishing Life of a Marine. In fact, I can probably publicate that stream, assuming there's no copyright claim. I'll check my email. I guess I need to check my other email. My YouTube one. Oh, there was a copyright claim. But it didn't block the video, so that's all that matters. Just wait for YouTube to finish saving. There we go. Alright, so that should be live anyway. In case anybody wants to bail out from here and go watch that. Is there some way to conveniently remove all hallucination units and buildings on first frame of the map? No, you'd have to do that through a plugin, probably. I thought about doing that, too. In fact, what I ended up doing for Icor's birthday map is just killing those units on the first frame and giving them to neutral and killing all men and buildings owned by player 12. But obviously that interferes with a lot of other things, so you don't really want to rely on that, per se. For here, I just leave the hallucinations active so that I know which units are pre-placed and which aren't. That's how I handle it for Hydra, but obviously that doesn't work for everybody, so... DF said he'll do the updated icon for the pylon. My name is Lil. Thanks again for bringing that to our attention. I could probably do it myself, but I trust his abilities a bit better than my own. There's going to be a special gimmick moment over here. Where later on in this expansion, once they get their natural more fully set up, they're going to have some guards requisitioned over here as like a harassment tactic. It's kind of a set piece in a sense, but it's a way to have them use terrain, basically. But they'll only do it if their enemies have drones in this area, because you can snipe drones pretty easily from this angle. Although it'll be a little bit more arduous for the Hierophant to do it in this case, because it has pretty tiny range and the range upgrade for high ground is not yet developed. Realizing I'm probably overdoing it on the Zealot guards because this AI doesn't have too many of those to spare, so we'll keep that a little bit lower. I kind of like the aesthetic of the Hierophant, even though it's not a final asset per se. It's more like if I have to cave and deal with it because there's like nothing better than. Oh well, I guess like it's you could do worse, right? Certainly could be worse than that. All right. I don't know if you guys remember per se, but the original version of this map, which I guess I can open for reference, had a similar situation as what I'm setting up here for the AI to build. Where they had some scouts and obviously only one cannon and 3 pylons for some reason, but like they had a bit of a vanguard over here. Rather than it being pre-placed, I want to have the AI set that up over time. I think it'll be really neat to see that. I do feel like maybe there could be a benefit to having a lighter fighter for the Protoss, but it kind of contrasts poorly with like it feels like it would just be a poor scout, right? Like the scouted by itself is kind of fulfills that combat role despite being expensive and bulky. So I don't really want to go that way if I don't have to, but yeah, in this case it's wiping out the Protoss. The Terrans are ancillary. All right. destroyed. Alright, let's start plugging these coordinates in. Alright. Oh, did I only put 2 over here? Yeah, I guess so. I probably only put 3 reaver guards as well. Because 3. I didn't even really think about what I was going to do for this, but I guess we can do... those 2. Oh yeah, I forgot I didn't finish setting up the base layouts here.
We'll fix that right up.
guess we can throw a scout guard over here as well. We do have a logger, but we still have to translate a bunch of stuff after, so I usually just find it more convenient to piecemeal stuff. Even if it isn't really that much of a time saver. As of right now, it really is just 8 p.m., so... Can you believe it's more engaging to design Hydra than to play Life of a Marine? That's the real sad state of affairs. Well, I already finished it, but I play it because it's a custom campaign for Starcraft with some name recognition. I want to see what all the fuzz is about. Yeah, I don't know. Seems a little odd to me. Yeah, shield battery rub here. Doesn't look like it. Welcome back. No, I don't have golden minerals. I always thought that was silly. The concept of higher yield resources is something to explore on its own, but doing it through fucking gold is so dumb. Might as well add lens flares for eyeballs at that point. That would have been more believable in the universe, honestly. You see how much these people revere Void? I have a first mission, but it also suffers from some plugin crashes we need to debug. For all I know, those have been resolved, but I'll wait until iQuery is online tomorrow, and then we'll talk a little bit more about that. So hopefully over the weekend I can release that. Yeah, it was something to instigate, or to intimate, holy shit, that it's different in some way would be fine. But doing it in a creatively bankrupt way, like making them gold, is silly. And too silly for my liking, anyway. By across campaigns, do you mean just like all of Hydra over, like in general? I have yeah, I have a couple of cool ideas, I think. One of the ideas I'm looking forward to exploring is how I'm going to personify Raynor and the Magistrate when you're fighting them in Agent of the Swarm with the 4th Zerg map where Kerrigan hatches. Duke is also going to be there, so there's going to be a bit of a free-for-all. And I really like the idea that you're not really going to be outgunned as much as you are going to be outmaneuvered, or at least that's the intention. You'll actually see Raider and the Magistrate like sort of attacking in unison. It's not really the first instance. Like if you play linearly all of the Terran campaign, then all of the Protoss campaign, or all of the Zerg campaign, then all of the Protoss campaign. When you get to that 4th Zerg mission, it won't be the first time you've seen AI work together in unison, but it should be a fun one because it's like Terran as opposed to Zerg. It's a little bit more close to home, I think. And people will be able to understand it a little bit better, I think. So I'm looking forward to seeing that as an example. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So when I start on this, yeah, right here. And then, oh yeah, for sure, I understand why they did it. Well, I understand that they're creatively bankrupt, and that would be my guess. But surely it is also immediately recognizable. It's just not, it's not so fucking foreign a concept that people would be confused. Like, you didn't need that shit in, for example, Tiberian Sun. So I don't know why they needed it in Starcraft. Could be dumb like that. Oh yeah, the Magistrate will be like a pretty basic character. You know, colonial guy in over his head, doesn't really know where the path is. And mostly he's going to play off of George in terms of his characterization. George being the purple, the leader of the purple forces in Backwater Station, Wasteland Station, who tags along as long as you keep him alive, basically. And so I don't really have like in-depth plans for that yet, because for me, my money, Hydra's always been about the gameplay as opposed to the characterization. But I am going to try to have some very obvious identifying characteristics about those guys. It only makes sense. So they had higher yield Tiberium that was just a different color. So it wasn't gold, but it was also explosive. Like they had a gameplay mechanic around it. So there was a bit of more risk and reward. But just on the visual theme, like, in that case it's blue because it's explosive. And maybe that doesn't make that much sense and from a scientific standpoint, but they tried to establish a reason why it was different, and that is more than Blizzard did with gold minerals. They're just different because they're gold, lol. So. Yeah, well, neither does Starcraft, so it doesn't have to be realistic, like I said. Yeah, minerals just show up anywhere. The thing is, like, Blizzard didn't bother doing any characterization in their setting, and I'm not convinced that that's a better solution. Like, it gets you out of having to explain anything, but at that point, it's like, who gives a fuck, you know? I don't even know what that means. Yeah, but anything in the game is canon. Well, I don't think Jorium is the same thing. Even in the maps that deal with Jorium and Wings of Liberty, you're not even mining rich minerals, so... Well, I don't think you're mining any minerals. It's all micro stuff. Yeah, if they put it in the game, it's canon. I mean, if they used it in their campaign, it's canon. I don't think they used Blizzard billboards in their campaign. Well, I guess Blizzard Entertainment exists within the StarCraft universe. Check it out, dude. Either way, the player interacts with minerals throughout the entire campaign, so it doesn't feel like a genuine comparison. I don't think they referenced Jorium by name until way later in the Tosh storyline, but it's kind of a moot point anyway. Yeah, that would be insane if that were the case. Balefall. I don't recall that either, but yeah, well, multiplayer maps I'm willing to turn a blind eye to because almost nobody ever attempts to make their story make sense in their PvP gameplay, but it would indeed be nice to not have to have that cognitive dissonance. I think they were in the Redstone mission that Veek was referencing. Oh, you probably can't see his chat because YouTube, lol. But I think they were in at least that map. I don't know about the other Tosh maps. There's another one I'm missing. Oh, here it is. Hey, look, it's Life of a Marine soundtrack. Isn't that cool, guys?
Hurry it up! Hurry it up! Hello!
Oh, okay. Nova's a bitch, though. I agree. Fuck that idiot. You feel me? Alright. You're not missing much, man. I'll tell you that for free. COVID. Wait, why are you guys talking about free? Daily reminder that Biff is banned. Oh. Yeah, Biff is hit. There you go. The double ban. Why is hit banned? No, you should actually, idiot. Bye. No, it has to be hit for some reason. I will never know why. I don't think anybody will ever know why. I keep fixing terrain on one map and then realizing I didn't fix it on all the maps. Pretty funny. Did I? I said that was the earliest timeline I could imagine. It's even in the document. Most generous timeline, I think? Yeah, most generous timeline I can imagine. Yeah, Balathal's timeline makes more sense. The main issue is the overhead. Also, when I wrote that generous timeline prediction, I was doing so under the expectation that Iquare's PC wouldn't just go MIA forever. So, Wilhelm, what does that mean? That's really slowed down our progress. We've still been able to make some stuff happen, but that's a real thorn in our side right now. I was hoping for his birthday he would get his PC back, but no such luck. That I'm aware of, anyway. Well, it entirely depends. I would say probably just the first 3 campaigns. I don't really want to make a public, complete release until... Oh, I'm doing it again. Until, the first 3 campaigns are all done. I don't mind, like, obviously, like, I have it in fucking various states of completion. Like, everybody's free to grab the current betas and stuff. I'm not going to control that, but I would like to wait a little bit after we've resolved these issues before I make any public shit about. The expansion campaigns are going to take a bit more work for sure. And the reason for that is actually has more to do with the tech trees than anything. Like, believe it or not, I actually feel like if I didn't have to do any foundational mod work anymore, if I was free just to make maps, I probably could finish Hydra in 2019. Like, the first 3 campaigns. Because think about it, like, it usually doesn't take me longer than maybe 2 weeks to complete one of these maps. And so, like, that's just to get them operational, obviously. There's still voice acting and much other polish work. So maybe it would take me longer, but at the very least, like, the first, a campaign's worth of maps would be done by the end of 2019. So I guess we can refactor it based on that. But that can't happen until way later because of all of the mod work that still needs to be done. And yeah, for sure, the another consideration to make is the fact that right now, a big issue is the presence of, or the lack of presence, I guess, of Iquare's PC. Once he gets back, he can investigate a lot of the crashes himself, because we're invariably going to have more of those, and his productivity will just improve in general. And I hope that time comes soon. But until then, I'm sort of having to, like, process all of the code myself. And if there's an issue with it, I have to send him the the issue and he has to resolve it on his own and then send it back to me because he can't run an interpreter or a compiler rather. He has to leave it the way it is. So it's pretty infuriatingly slow, as you might imagine. Yeah, well, that's basically what I'm doing, my name is Lil. Like, this map is... There's no way we'll even have it operational for many months, or probably at least a month. Because it needs the Zerg hero stuff to be done, and I haven't even done the concept work for that, really. Like, I know where I would go if I was to start working on it, the technical implementation of it, but I'd rather finish the concept so that we're not doing work that we end up going back on. Well, yeah, Vic, but we already have 4 maps in some state of completion, and then this map will be having its AI done. So again, if mod work wasn't an issue, it was just AI and map design, we already have 4 maps, and then even if I only were able to dedicate 3 months, that's still 6 more maps, so that's 10 maps. So... I don't get your hopes up about a full Starcraft remake, man. That's basically what this is. So. What a mess. Remastered being 64-bit would be nice as a grounding, but... They did it. They handled they handled everything so poorly, in terms of like making sure that the engine remained performant. Lucked, cucked, and ready to wuck, sir. Pee time, boys. Be right back. Alright, we're back. Oh, let me get my light on though. It's starting to get dark in here. Alright. So we've done all the guards for Ultramarine. So I guess we can do his attacks now. What are you never minding? What happened? Well, there was no line in my bathroom, dude. Easy access. What I'm going to end up doing is I think this is also going to be a situation where the AIs attack in unison. I won't send the Archon at you in the first attack, though. But that'll be interesting to see how people deal with that, because there will be a little bit of a delay, I think, but the attacks should roll in at relatively similar times. That should be interesting. You might just die in the first attack, but that's okay. Oh yeah, that's the other issue is like figuring out which player. I guess we'll just do this. Is that your dog? Oh, okay. Yeah, the ranks just show you who's, it's like establishing veterans in the chat, basically, as far as I know. Association, sure. Okay. I think we're good on those. We've done our due diligence there. Hey, Drago Blaster 5, how you doing, dude? Indeed, this is a use map settings map. I'm actually programming some AI right now for a remake of the original campaign. So not your conventional UMS, I guess. More like a standard build and destroy RTS campaign. But I've added some new units, some new terrain types. Give the game a bit of a fresh feel. So yeah, that's it, man. This is the second Zerg mission. We've given it quite the makeover, we'll say. Some of the art for like the custom tiles and stuff is still work in progress. Eventually we'll have this catwalk smoothed out. Its base will be a little bit more consistent so that it doesn't look like it's just floating in the middle of space, but you know, and eventually we'll have proper reverse ramps. Those are still in progress. Papu the Catcher, Brood War Land, thanks for the sub on YouTube. Hope you enjoyed your announcement sound. Need this. That guy might not even be watching my YouTube channel or YouTube stream right now. He might have just found some other video. But if he's in the chat, if he's listening, he knows I appreciate him. Who loves you, baby? I don't give just anyone kisses. That's a joke for my longtime viewers. Was that one better, you Edie? How you doing, dude? This modding stream brought to you by Bob's Guns. Watching India try to land on the moon. Oh shit. India's playing Starcraft in real life, dude. No, I didn't think that made much sense. They can have some ice cream. Or whatever the fuck that asset is. I am kind of tempted to put another ramp over here, but I won't. I will constrain myself. So are they doing a good job? Yes, even India. No, India is no joke, man. They Russian space agency should be ashamed. No, they're no joke over there in India. They have some problems as a nation, I'm sure, but they take their technology seriously. So keep an eye on them. Future world power, if they're not already one. Better mark my fucking words here, man. Does that mean it crashed on the moon, or? That's not a good sign. As long as they're not contributing to space debris, I think there's no issue. Alright. I'm done messing around. Oh, okay, cool. Well, as Alexei Stukov once said, for the betterment of mankind. As also Alexei Stukov once said, Chokavo sochara Russia suka bliat Rushvi bing bing. Pretty sure that was him. What a mess. Alright. Oops. Switch result. Hope you guys like keyboard ASMR, man. I'll get a better setup at some point. I guess I'll just... There we go. There's a good idea. They might. That's actually a pretty good idea for your birthday map, honestly. Just like a giant letter B flies over your head, and you're like, oh shit. And then it pans over to this horde of Russians charging forward. I think that'll work out, man. That will do. Alright, let's finish this guy's attacks and bang this one out. You want the name of that one? I'll just give you a link. No problem, man. All right, let's compile it. Correct any errors. Really? Which one was it? Oh, it's just one with missing lock. Makes sense. Alright, well that means we're pretty much done. So. Oh, you know what? I never made the random town expander. That makes sense. I thought the expansion stuff was over a little quicker than I expected. Oh, that reminds me, I've got to make special cases for the island expos. This one in the bottom right is fine, but these two are not. So let me see what the res areas for these are. Okay. Just about done. This is always pretty quick, actually, now that I've developed a system for it. Try that. Nice. So we've got Ultramarine. Next up is Tyrion. We'll do him on another stream. Like I mentioned earlier, my next week is pretty much already planned out. I'm going to wait back to hear from the podcast guys to see what day they're going to be recording the podcast. And I'll be recording one of my own podcasts, or live streaming one of my own podcasts. The Big Boys Table will make a return coming up next week. So I've confirmed that for Friday. That'll be Friday night. Or maybe in the afternoon, we'll see. Not sure exactly on the timing of that, but the schedule will go up tonight or tomorrow, or maybe at the latest it'll go up Sunday. That'll be in the Discord server. And we will definitely be doing some more modding streams. Right now my plan is Tuesday and Thursday at the usual start time, around 2 o'clock Eastern in the afternoon. And I'm not sure when, like if those plans will survive, but pretty good chance anyway. And if there are any last-minute reschedulings, I will let people know in the Discord server. Thanks for sticking around, everybody. See you guys later.